Hi, I'm Birdime. I don't even have time to go turn on the other light. I gotta talk about a fight that may be fake, may not, who knows. Jake Paul versus Ben Askren. I don't know if I said his name right. He was a pretty big UFC fighter, he wasn't like Conor McGregor or anything like that, but he was pretty successful in the sport. I think he did some Olympic stuff and other things. I don't know. He was very decorated, and he just lost to Jake Paul, round one, in what is probably being discussed as one of the worst fights and worst nights for a fight in history. Because it was like a couple hours of stuff leading to the main event, which usually some people complain about. But they usually complain because they're getting fights they just don't care about. They're usually just like a casual fan, oh, I just want to see the main event, I don't care about these people. From everything I could see, there was not a single fight in all that time. There was like concerts, there was performances, but there was not a fight. The only thing that came close was a slap fight that had bad camera angles, and people even thought that was fake. On top of this all, before we even get to the fight, the commentators are Snoop Dogg, Pete Davidson, and a couple other people, and it looks like none of them, or at least if there was one of them, because I think there was like 4 or 5 commentators. If there was one that could actually do the commentating, they were being overspoken by Snoop Dogg yelling about his butt that he placed on Jake Paul, or I can't even say some of the things. They were saying like some dumb stuff, they were saying some inappropriate stuff, and I just don't know why they were chosen, because like of course Snoop Dogg was biased. He placed like $1 million or $2 million on this fight, so I don't know why they were chosen, but they were. So like a whole night of just garbage pretty much leading up to it, and then they get to it, and I think it was probably because I think it seems like they're trying to do something new. I don't know, maybe with COVID they were just like, oh, we limit the fighters on the show and bring Pete Davidson. That would work. It seems like they spent so much money on like all the wrong things, and they just relied on this mini event that ends in the first round. Yes, a pro UFC fighter that is now retired. He's 36. He's been through a lot of stuff. And yeah, he was on the other half of the quickest UFC match, quickest knockout in UFC history. But he still, I think he was like 19-2. He was pretty good from everything I could tell. Like even I recognized his name. So I don't know. He lost. It didn't seem like he tried. It didn't seem like he cared. I don't know. It definitely seemed, I can't show it, but it definitely seemed like the ref caught it extremely, extremely early. He caught it, like, he got knocked down, and gets back up almost immediately, and the ref is, like, holding him back, and then, like, it takes him, like, 5 or 10 seconds to even call the match. I don't know. I don't feel like how some people, because there was footage of him smiling after, and I could show a picture of that real quick. I don't think it was rigged. Cause, I mean, like, it's possible. It's fully possible. It was a big payday anyways, and he always said it was the biggest payday of his career no matter what. But I think if there's anything fishy going on, I would probably say it's something without Ben Askren knowing. Because that seems more likely. Just, if you watch it, we'll find a clip somewhere. Because, I mean, I didn't pay for it. I wouldn't suggest paying for it. There's no point in it. I usually would say not to do that, but it's Jake Paul, who cares? But if you look at it, the refereeing seems so odd to me, and I don't understand it. And maybe, please find one with commentary, just so you can hear it. Maybe it's just me, but the commentary was just, it might as well have just been silent, because they weren't saying much of anything. It feels like you went over to your friend's house and you didn't know about boxing, and it's just your friends and like a bunch of dudes in their 40s yelling about boxing, and it didn't make any sense. I don't know. It was garbage. Sorry to anyone who paid for it. You didn't get much fighting. I understand that, the main events, it's a fight. It can end in 10 seconds. You can't, rely that you're going to get your money's worth. And that's why they give you fights leading up to it, so you can at least know, no matter what, that you're getting enough fighting, even if the main event's short. That's why you give undercard matches. That's the whole point, is so someone can get the money's worth, even if the big match ends quick. I don't know. I've been Birdime. Have a good night.